it's Tarahgee and welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, we have this green and purple eyeshadow happening. I used my Urban Decay Vice eyeshadow palette to create the look, and I'm really obsessed with this palette. Like, why didn't I have it in my life sooner? I don't know, but Urban Decay is popping. Shadows are popping. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I think we're gonna start with brows and then just work into the eye. So for brows, I'm going in with my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, and this is just in the shade deep brown, not dark brown, deep brown. Just gonna quickly draw in some brow. Alright, I'm gonna clean up my brows with some LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade. Actually, I'm gonna use the shade Toast on the top. Then I'm gonna go in with Toffee on the bottom. Okay, so the first shade that we're going to use is the second color right here. This is called Framed. I'm trying to not blind you guys with my studio lights right here, so I'm covering the mirror, otherwise it's going to reflect. So I'm just going to run that all over the lid with this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. Basically, I'm going to set the concealer with it. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade, and this is called Bitter, and we're going to use that as our transition shade, and we're going to start working that right in the crease. This shade, it's a dark brown color. This is called Delete, and basically I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to start with very little product because we're going to build it up to the intensity that we want it. But if you start to have too heavy, you can't really erase it. Once you have that color right where you want it, you can go back in with the first brush and just blend it out. And then blend your shadow. Your shadow. Okay, now it's time for the fun stuff. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is called Arctic. I'm using a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna put it in the inner corner. And then pack it on the outer. I'm going to go in with this brush. It doesn't have any shadow on it. It's just like a fluffy brush. And kind of just blend out those edges a little bit. Just so it's not such a harsh line. So in the middle, we're going to I'm going to put this purpley pink shade in the middle. This is called 1985. And I'm just going to pack that on with the brush that actually came in the palette. Pop that right in the center. I'm going to take a little bit of Harlow, and it's this lavender purple shade over here. It's called Harlow, and I'm going to put that in the inner corners just to spice it up. Alright, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar eyeliner, and we're just going to do a little wing. So I'm just using a baby wipe to clean up all of that glitter that's on my face. For lashes, I'm going in with these Vegas Snake Grand Glamour lashes. It's just these really pretty fluffy ones. We're going to let the lashes dry, and we're going to move on to the face right now. So this lash is sticking. I've been using this new foundation, and it's the Lancome Nude Miracle foundation, and I have mine in the shade 500W. How I like to use it is I just get a drop in there and then pour it out on the back of my hand. I just go in with my beauty blender and dot it on my face. I'm going for my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee, and I'm just gonna put some on my finger and warm it up first, then apply it to my face. Okay, so before I set my face, I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I'm using my e.l.f. I'm not using e.l.f. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm gonna use this to contour my nose. I don't know if anybody else has this problem with LA Girl Pro Concealers, but sometimes, like when I use them, they squirt out water. I don't know where this water is coming from. Face looking flawless. Yes. Alright, let's go ahead and start setting everything down. We're using the Profusion contour palette. These two highlight shades right here as always. I realized that I don't really love to bake anymore. I don't know, I just feel like my under eyes get really dry and like crepey anyway, and baking doesn't really help that. Like, even if I leave it on for a short amount of time. Maybe I just need to find a new baking powder, but I just haven't been with it. Then to set the rest of my face, I've been really obsessing over this Black Radiance contour palette, and I use this middle shade right here called Sculpt. It's really close to my skin tone, so I like to use that to just set my entire face. So I'm going in, what am I talking about? I'm going in with my Morphe G5, and we're gonna set everywhere else. For contour, we're going in with the same palette and using the contour shade. So to clean up my contour line and make sure it's super sharp, I'm going in with this e.l.f. contour brush and back in with those two highlight shades. And I'm gonna carve out my jawline. Carve out my cheekbone. We're going to use a little bit of the CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony Bronze on an e.l.f. complexion brush. Basically using that as my blush and bronzer. And it's just going to give a really pretty golden sheen to the face. Using the highlight shade in the Black Radiance contour palette. It's a really pretty gold color. I'm also going to dust a little bit of the highlight in this Profusion palette. So this color right here, I'm going to dust a little bit of that on top. So let's finish up the eye makeup so that we are done with the look. We're going to go back in with, so we're going to go back into the Urban Decay palette and go into Delete. And use that on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Drag that all the way to meet it in the middle. Okay, let's do some black in the waterline. with any black eyeliner you have, and we're going to line the waterline, and also we're going to tight line, meaning the upper waterline. So don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Okay. Ooh, this is actually real torture, like real life torture. For mascara, I'm using the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant. And we're going to use that to blend our flossies with our real lashes. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm using my Maybelline Greek Lash. Just a little tiny little wand. So we're doing Crown Milk Chocolate Lip Pencil. How about we mix them? Colourpop Chi. Actually, let's do NYX Abu Dhabi and then we'll do Chi in the center. We'll do some Chi in the center. So guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified every single time I upload. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.